Hello class, we're going to be looking at how to add specialty animation to PowerPoint. We're going to be working under the most obvious Animations tab. We have usually added simple animation to objects, which can be our zooms, our fly-ins, bounces, things like that, but we'll be working with custom paths today. Let me show you a preview of what we are going to be creating. Notice the leaves are falling at multiple times and some at the same time. Just a little cute play on the words. We're going to fall in love with technology. First, we're going to insert a brand new slide. I always love just using a blank slide. Second thing, we need to go online. We're going to find us something that will be easy to separate parts of. For instance, we wouldn't want to use this tree because we couldn't separate the leaves very well. This one's getting a little better, but still difficult to separate. Alright, we might could have picked this one now. See how it's got the different leaves? However, I picked this one. Let me get a better version of it for us. Maybe this one. Yes. All I did was I went and copied the image. Come back to our PowerPoint. Paste the image. Once we have it pasted, we're going to have to size it up. Format. Height, let's go 5 inches. Alright, that's much better. Let's find our slide. Now we can actually go back in and resize it, whatever we need. This just makes it more manageable to work with. Alright, let's make it bigger. Alright, now that we have done that, what we are going to do is we're going to actually make a copy of it. We're going to go Control C, click off of it, Control V. Alright, once we have done that, we're going to come over here, and we're going to go back to our format, and we're going to crop, and what we're going to do is we're just going to crop it down again, something so it's more manageable to work with. We're going to crop down just to some of the leaves, okay? Nothing, no specific size or anything like that. I'm going to pull it over here. Then we're going to go in here to remove background and see if it, well, actually this one made it a lot easier for us. So let's go keep changes. We're going to have us one leaf, okay? We're going to move this up, crop it out, so it's down to that one leaf. Make it a lot easier to deal with again. And hit your crop button. Alright. Now let's do about 3 or 4 of these. Paste. They can be the same size. Whatever it may be. You can actually take some. And let's rotate them. Okay. So that they have a little different shape. Let's paste a few more. Maybe go the other direction. Alright, now what we want to do is come in here and find us somewhere that they might fit and plug them into our tree. Kind of scatter them out so it's all different places. That looks pretty good. Come in here, let's put another one in there. And fill that hole as many as you want to. I'm going to go another one up top. Let's go in here. Alright, now that we have our leaves in there, and that's going to be part of our animation. Again, I'll show you what we're doing here. When you go to the Animation tab, it highlights. Notice these all say 1. That means that the order of operation is they all start at the same time. Notice when I come over here and hit our animation, and start adding animation, it will show you some different numbers instead of just that 1. So we're going to come down, we're going to add a custom path. When you click on custom path, it is ready for you to draw whatever kind of custom path you want. Leaves, I think about them just swooping down. This is what I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it stop right here. Alright, once you do that, whoop, don't hit the enter button. Notice it has your number 1. Good. And then sometimes we can actually move our tree out of the way so that we can see where everything's going to go. Alright, so there's our number 1. Let's go ahead and do this one. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly so that we can get to the rest of it. I'm going to draw me a path. I'm just going to make this one tremble down a little bit further. Okay. And click enter again. 2. Now, made a 2 on there. And again, we'll change this to all 1 in just a little bit. So, custom path. Here we go. Enter. Alright, so let's see. This one's not been done yet, so let's give it a start. And you'll want to try to start close to where the leaf is, so it doesn't just jump. I'm going to give it a little long path. Alright, this one. Let's make it go the other side. Let's get a swoop going. Enter. This one we're going to fill in down here at the bottom since there's not much there. When we play these to begin with, I'll show you how funny they look because we haven't set our timings. Your timings is key to making it the most realistic animation, or maybe you wanted to do a funny animation as possible. So the timing is crucial. And I'll show you what this looks like, or at least the start of it. I'm going to leave our tree over here so you can see the animations. See how funny these look? And they go in the 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to stop that. What we do now is we're going to go to our animation pane. Notice it's clicked on picture 2. We're actually going to go back over here to our leaves. And click all of these. Notice when I click around, notice how over here it is changing which picture. Okay? So what I want to do is expand this out. When I click on this one, I'll drop down here. It says after previous is what it's set on. What I'm going to do is start with previous. But what I can do is I can actually Control A, highlight every single one of them, and click start with previous. And watch my numbers to the left side when I click this change all to 1 or 0. Alright, so it says 0. Let's see what they do now. Alright, so they all fall at the same time. So now what we want to do is rehearse our timing. We want to make these a lot longer so that they seem more realistic. So what you're going to do is mouse over this one. You're going to try to drag an edge. There we go. You have to get the mouse just right. And see this one, I can wait and pause at the start a little bit, make it a little bit longer. You're just going to play around with them. So I can start this one just a little ways after. Make it longer. Do whatever you want to do. This one, let's just make it longer. This one, let's start it later. But now let's make it just as long. Alright, I'm going to leave these last two just like they are so that you can see the difference in these first several images. Okay, so let's preview it now. See how those last two fell really fast? These others are more like leaf-like. So see, that's more. Those are more realistic. Okay, so let's go in. Let's change these last two. We can bump up their start time, make them last long, or you can make them last short. Like, see, that one doesn't have a long trail as say this one has. So we might want to make it, you know, semi-short. But the purpose of where they start is kind of when they start moving. Okay, so let's preview this one. Alright, looking good. So what we're going to do, let's take our tree back, try to find a good spot where we had our leaves. Somewhere around there. Alright, now let's preview it one more time, make sure that's like we want it. I don't know about y'all, but I think that looks pretty good. Alright, all I did now is I inserted word art just like this. I'm going to go back up here and copy it and paste it so that y'all can see a finished slide. It's time to fall in with technology. Now you are pros at custom animation. Thank y'all for watching.